Welcome, everybody. I just want to thank the Madison Public Library System right now for having these study rooms. So I'm feeling grateful for that. So, why don't we start with 3 deep breaths? And as we've been doing lately, there's an invitation to make an audible sound on the exhale. And if eye contact with me feels good, obviously I can't see you, but you can make eye contact with me. I'll look right at my camera. That can build a sense of connection, and um, we can co regulate our nervous systems. And that's through the eye contact, but also through the sound. If it feels better to keep your eyes closed today or not make a sound, that's totally fine. Always do what feels best to you. So, breathing in, ah, see if you can really fill yourself up from the top of your head to the bottom of your abdomen down to your belly. Breathing in, ah, letting the shoulders drop, the face soften on the out breath. Ah, great. And I would also love to invite a little bit of movement today. If you're in a cubicle or an office and you can't move, don't worry about it. You can envision yourself moving, or you can do the movements at your chair, or if your body just isn't, if it's not accessible, what I'm suggesting, obviously, just do what you need to do. So I'm going to stand up. And for those of you who want to stand up, please join me. And we're going to do some coordinated breath with movement. And we're going to begin with um, almost like you were expanding a ball in your hands. That's going to be the in breath. So the chest is expanding and the belly is expanding on the in breath. And then your ball is going to shrink as you breathe out and your body's going to soften. Okay. So we'll just do in and out. And we'll do that several times. And some of you may notice that there's this feeling of energy in between your palms. It's really subtle, and you may not sense it. And if you don't, that's fine. Um, but just to draw attention to it. All right. So breathing in. I'm doing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if this pace isn't right for you, just do whatever feels good to your body. You don't have to follow my body. If you want, you can close your eyes to really tune into the movement. Feel your body moving slowly with your breath. Then maybe even see if you can slow down the out breath. Shake your arms out. And on this next round, we're going to do the same thing. But I want you, if you have good enough balance, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to really tune into the sense of not just body and chest expansion, but like this energetic expansion that can happen when we get big like that. Okay. When we arch our backs just a little bit. And again, always listen to your body, bend your knees. and go at your own pace. But tune in if you can to the sense of like the body and the energy of your body getting big. And I'll explain later why we're even suggesting that. And then we'll same thing with the out breath. Out breath as you bring your palms back together, feeling the energy come together. All right, whenever you're ready, beginning with your own in breath. See if you can get really big if your body can do that today. Notice if there's any resistance to creating that motion in your body, emotional resistance. If it's physical resistance, obviously listen to your body, do what it needs to do. And then, whenever you're ready, allowing the arms to drop, bend the knees, close your eyes if you can, and just feel. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath, feel your body. Check in, notice, is there a difference in my energy? Is there a difference in my mood? Just noticing. And then let's just do 3 more breaths like that. This time with your eyes open. And you can either look at the screen or you can just look kind of at the horizon line. So wherever your eyes, just out forward. And I want you to imagine feeling what it would feel like to feel strong and confident, even if you're not in that place today. You don't have to force it. I just want you to imagine. Imagine what strong and confident would feel like as you take these big breaths and you let your body expand bigger with the in breath whenever you're ready. Pausing, closing your eyes if you want to, going inward completely, feeling breath and body, noticing the mind, noticing emotions, noticing your energy, and slowly opening your eyes. And just moving your body now, however you want to. My body wants to shake right now, but your body might want to do something else. So just kind of listening to whatever it is that would feel good right now. And while we move a little bit, I'm just going to talk a little bit about why that can be an interesting thing to know about making that motion. Um, so it relates to what our bodies do because we are animals. And when we are scared um, or in danger, could be that there's actual danger, could be that we have trauma. And so it's become a body neurological habit. We're going to go like this. So we're going to contract and we're going to protect our heart and our organs. And that is what we're designed to do. Okay. So many of us, if we have had especially early childhood trauma, we're going to live in a state like this. Okay. And this is not something to force the body out of, but it's just to be aware that when we get scared, if it's not an actual danger or threat, if it's a perceived threat from the mind, then the body is going to do something like this. The body is going to collapse. Your energy is going to collapse. And maybe if you're in tune with your own energy, if you've gotten or if you yeah, if you've been practicing being in tune with like, does my energy feel expansive? Do I feel open? Do I feel relaxed or do I feel contracted and small? And what I've noticed is when my energy collapses, I can feel very childlike. I can feel literally very young. And so one thing that has helped me um, is to listen to my body and do what I need to do and contract and curl into a ball if I am needing to do that to take care of that little inner child part of me. But then when it's starting to feel like it's not serving me anymore, and that's at a different place for each person, one way that we can shift our own energy and our own emotions is through the body, is by using the body. So that's why I wanted to show you that, because this is scared and contracted, and I feel like a child. And we can actually help our bodies get out of that collapsed energy state by getting big, by expanding ourselves. And it may feel really weird, it may feel really counterintuitive, but it's a way to help the mind and the emotions by using the body, because this is a position of I'm safe, I'm strong, I'm confident. And it's a little counterintuitive that we would do that if we're not actually feeling that way. It's a bit of a hack, is what it is. It's a bit of a trick to help the mind and the bodies, to the mind and the emotions. So sometimes we can use our body to um, help ourselves feel safe, actually. And obviously that's not a good idea when you're in a dangerous situation. But if you realize that you've taken care of this little one inside of you and you've comforted him or her or them, and and now you need to move on with your day, you have something that you have to do and you need to shift out of this collapsed energy. That's one way to do it, is to stand up and expand and use your breath to expand bigger and feel that that little bit of back arching, um, as it can be a way to help you feel safe. So I just wanted to model that and teach that so that you have that tool for the future and to get us in our bodies before we meditate. So why don't you find your spot, whether it's sitting or lying down or standing. And again, for those of you who haven't meditated with me before, I really emphasize to be comfortable. So if sitting on the floor isn't comfortable, don't do it. Sit in a chair, or if your body is really needing the support of lying down right now, lay down. Support your knees, support your head, be comfortable. Okay. All right. So either closing your eyes, if that feels safe and comfortable today, And if it doesn't, what I would encourage is either turning the screen away or just looking downwards so that if I'm making movement, it doesn't distract you from being inwards. Because sometimes when I'm teaching, I actually do move around. And if you're feeling like looking at me is what you're needing to feel safe today, then listen to that too. So I've said this so many times, but I don't think it can be repeated enough. You are your own best guide and teacher. So, no matter what instructions I or any other teacher give you, ultimately listen to what's right here. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what feels good in your body. All right. So, tuning in to right now, to this body just as it is, seeing if we can continue to land more and more fully in the present moment, allowing the belly to be soft, loosening any tight clothing around your belly, and beginning by simply feeling your hands, just noticing where are the hands contacting your body, if they are, is there a sense of temperature? Are there other sensations or lack thereof in the hands? And then bringing your awareness to the base of your body. So some people might call it the sits bones or your butt or your sacrum, the base of your spine, whether you're sitting or lying down, your base. Bring your attention to the base of your body. Maybe even imagining that you can direct your breath into the base of your spine. Noticing whatever's here, seeing if you can welcome whatever is going on in the base of your body, the base of your spine, seeing if you can welcome, allow, soften into whatever's here. Moving your awareness now to your belly, to your low abdomen, and feeling as you breathe in, seeing if the belly is pushing outwards a little bit so that we know that you're using that muscle called the diaphragm that helps us breathe a little more deeply and can access a little more calm. And if we're just breathing up in our lungs without using those lower areas of the body. If your belly is going inward when you're breathing inward, and you notice you're breathing really mostly up in your chest, you might try lying down and see if you can, because it's easier to feel. See if when you breathe in, if you can get your belly to push outwards so that you're really using all of that space in your body to bring in the air. Kind of breathing can activate the calming part, the parasympathetic nervous system. It's a great way to prepare for meditation, doing some belly breathing. And if you'd like, if you don't have any breathing problems, so if you have COPD or asthma or emphysema, I would skip this part and just keep doing the belly breathing. But if you don't have any breathing problems, the invitation is to imagine that you can breathe from the top of your head down to the base of your spine, filling that entire area up, and then pause and hold. So let's do that. Breathing in, filling up the body with air, and pausing for as long as feels comfortable. Not straining. Whenever it feels good, release slowly through the mouth. So we're not going to do any counting here. We're just filling up, imagining that we're filling up from the top of the head to the bottom of the spine, filling up, holding the breath for as long as it's comfortable, and then breathing out slowly through the mouth, going at your own pace, no straining. So let's just do that for several breaths together. And again, if you have breathing problems, skip the breath hold and just breathe in deeply into the belly and then breathe out slowly through the mouth. So you're breathing, if you're not stuffy and you can breathe in through the nose, you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth with pursed lips to slow that breath down. During that nice slow out breath, see if you can feel how the body naturally softens and tune into it and almost like invite it, encourage it. I notice when I'm breathing out that my face softens, my shoulders drop, and this chronic tension that I hold in my pelvic area has the opportunity to release if I really tune into it. See if you can tune into the way the body wants to release with the out breath without forcing. Beautiful. Now returning to just a comfortable breath for you. So that could be in through the nose and out through the nose. If you've got a cold, breathe through your mouth, whatever is most comfortable. And just allow your breath to find its own rhythm. Release any trying or forcing. And see if you can intentionally soften the mouth and the face, especially, and the inside of the mouth as well. Allowing the jaw to drop, allowing the tongue and the upper mouth to soften. And tuning into your own breath as your anchor to the present moment. So, breath is this easy, for some, connection because it's always present, it's always in the now. And the sensations of breath, when you tune into them, for some people, can feel like they connect you to the present moment. If you already know about yourself that a breath focused meditation is really hard and it doesn't work for you, you could use a mantra. And a mantra is something that, just like the breath, can be used for a concentration practice. And so, if you know this about yourself and you don't have your own mantra, you you could try out the mantra so on the in breath and hum on the out breath. And this is not spoken out loud, at least not today. It's like you're hearing so on the in breath and hum on the out breath. So hum. So I just wanted to give you an option for your anchor. Either use a mantra or use the breath to stay in the present moment. And when the mind wanders, which it will, because that's what minds do, the invitation is to notice whatever the mind has wandered to, welcome it. So, not to have this resistant attitude like, oh, I can only pay attention to the mantra or the breath, but say the mind wanders to a heaviness in the chest. You can breathe with this body sensation. You can say the mantra with this body sensation. So you're staying connected to the now and you're attuning to what your body is showing you. You're not pushing it away. It's a little trickier with thoughts, but it can also be done with thoughts where you keep the mantra or the breath in the forefront and you allow the thoughts to drift through. And if you get, swept away by the thoughts, it's really no big deal. Happens to all of us. Then you just reattune to your anchor, to the present moment, to the breath or the mantra. So the mind's going to wander. It's going to wander to stories and judgments and planning and body sensations and emotions. And all of these things are welcome. I want to emphasize this. There's no wrong experience. This is just being human. And you are meditating when you invite in all of the flavors of your experience today, whatever they might be. And the breath or the mantra is not a way to like reject any part of your experience. It's actually a way to create a container or a present moment lifeline that can help you hold help you bring consciousness and awareness to everything in your experience without exception. So I'm going to say that one more time, and then we're going to sit quietly together. The breath or the mantra is not a way of bypassing or rejecting anything in your present moment experience. The invitation today is to use the breath or the mantra as a way to stay connected to the present moment while allowing these different phenomena, emotions, body sensations, thoughts to drift through your experience. And some will stay and you breathe with them or you say the mantra with them. And some will be more rapidly moving through. There is no right or wrong. So this is like concentration practice with expanded awareness, if you wanted to put a name to it. It's not an official name, that's just the name I'm giving it. So you're expanding your awareness to everything in your consciousness, and you're using the breath or the mantra to help you stay present with the now while allowing all of your humanness to show up. Okay. So, with that, let's sit together. We only have about 10 minutes left. And I'm mostly just saying that so you know it's not a long period of time of silence. So, really allow yourself to be here now with whatever is here for you, inviting it all in. I'd invite you into 3 ohms with me if you'd like. You can do them audibly or in your mind. And the idea is to feel the vibration of the sound in your own body, connect to your own body. Breathing in. Oh. Oh. Mm. Om. May the fruits of our practice today spread outwards in all directions and help to end the suffering of all beings everywhere. Bow to each one of you. So much deep gratitude for spending the time and for coming together in this community. Thank you for showing up.